Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to the Byzantian Brewscast with your host, Byzantian Evan Kalichik. Today, we are here for another week. It's been a wild one. It's been Buffalo Wild Wings this week, not Spawn, but you know. How we been?
Oh, there's been plenty of what? There's been lots of wings actually. Is at the country club yesterday?
Ah.
So went to we've been to Bonehead in Birmingham. So all they do is chicken wings and stuff. So had
oh wow!
It was all Nashville yesterday. It was all Nashville yesterday.
Wow.
And then about 5-6 hours of line dancing and country music and beer,
nice
cocktails and stuff. It was worth it. The bank hates it, but we got paid the day after, so it's okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Problem is, I slept until like 5 today and didn't even notice. I was just so tired.
Ah, bless you.
I think it wasn't even the drink. I think we were just that tired. So I woke up with that hangover. So it must have been just that too much line dancing.
Too much line dancing, you know. The George.
Although the line dancing is really hard when it's not. It's a really jagged line. That was fun. Yeah. So lots of line dancing, lots of country and beer, and it's a good time.
Good.
Might go to the next one, but the summer venue was a lot better. There was a different venue this time. It was like a proper club/concert venue. Although I haven't improved my my lasso skills apparently. Because apparently I managed to get it twice in a row this time.
Wow.
Before losing the trick of it again.
You're gonna be a fully fledged cowboy in no time.
Yeah, with like some weird vigilante.
Fantastic. So this week, I did some magic stuff. That was Friday.
Yeah.
What did I play? I think it was just the usual week. But Saturday, I was in the big Birmingham St. Philip's Cathedral for someone's ordination. Yeah, people were getting ordained.
Okay.
And there was a lot of organ music. And scarily enough, some of the lyrics were in Latin. So there was a Latin choir.
Do you know much Latin?
A little bit. And so I could kind of vaguely understand it. But in my head, I was like, okay, I get that this is like a Christian inauguration event. But all I could think about is, when is the Dark Souls boss showing up?
Jump through the stained glass window.
Yeah, it's just like... the only other time you ever hear Latin organ orchestral music, well, not quite orchestral, but it was organ. The only time you really hear Latin lyric music is when there's a boss arriving, and I'm like, I am scared.
It'd be like Leviticus, Master of the Order. For some reason, chanting you. Don't know what you've done, but
Peter the Rock is like a giant golem.
Yeah.
Oh. It's got like a massive.
For some reason, you're in trouble when you can like look at someone, see a little like white targeting lock-on circle.
Yeah. Or suddenly in your field of vision, there's a massive red health bar at the bottom of your like peripheral vision.
Yeah. What's your build? Do you go into strength or dex?
No, I went faith build. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
my defensive magic stat's quite high. God, imagine that though. Imagine like being a boss, right? You're doing your boss thing. You decide to break into this church because you hear your theme playing, and all of a sudden, 3 level 20 clerics just turn around and like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like, oh.
You just summoned 3 other people that have already beaten the game.
Yes, awkward.
That's not fair.
But that was fun, and then afterwards I went to Element Games, so I picked up
Yes.
some things other than the thing that we'll talk about in a bit. I picked up some paints, so I've got Laura and Forest, which is a layer, Baneblade
Nice.
Brown, and Troll Slayer
Yep.
Orange, because the brown and the green, I'm going to be using to do mechs in sort of a standard army camo kind of print. Or I'm going to try my hand at using layer paints to sort of do what could vaguely be construed as camo. And I got some Troll Slayer Orange and some... This is from a line called Mecha Color, and they have a version of orange fluorescent, and it really looks like very, like, practically neon orange. And those are 4x Tall Geese miniature, which I will actually start painting now. Because I was waiting on painting it until I had an actual orange paint, because I know you could mix paints, particularly Citadel ones. You could mix yellow and red and maybe get a facsimile, but I didn't want to make any mistakes on a really important miniature, so I bought orange. And while I was there, I thought I'll buy some fluorescent orange, because that's a really weird color.
I tell Jane that her kid could have some cake, but she...
Okay. And, you know, like, when you're painting, like, tank cover as well, it's not about actually hiding the tank from view, it's breaking up the outline.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want some reference images, look up battleship camouflage.
Okay, no, I will keep that in mind.
Because it doesn't really hide the fact the ship's there, but it makes it look really weird at a distance.
So yeah, that's what I did Saturday. I also went to a game store afterwards. I might have bought a Yu-Gi-Oh booster box and pulled literally none of the card I wanted. What the card I was looking for wasn't even that rare. It was just a super. I managed to pull three of one super and none of the one I was actually looking for. But I did it for videos anyway, so it was fine. It's still just like...
Did you get anything good out of it, at least?
I did get 3 secret rares, which is slightly above average for a box. No quarter century, sadly, but I did find out that set has is a fairy monster. I can't remember her name, but she looks a lot like Goose-chan, weirdly enough. Even down to like having a bit of an orangey fringe. And having a penchant for bonking things. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But I guess Alliance Insight wasn't that great of a set, apparently, other than... I mean, I guess it's good for Ryzeal, if you specifically... But a lot of the Ryzeal stuff is... it's high rarity. But I tell you what I did pull. Near enough every card that was new for the Dragon Ruler archetype. They brought back Dragon Rulers. There's now a dark and a light Dragon Ruler from that set. For some reason.
It's a choice.
One of them, the big ones are Xyz monsters for some reason. Don't know why they made it an Xyz archetype, considering it was originally just a special summon big dragon using small dragon. Play game, no extra deck required. Okay. Sure, you do whatever you want, Konami. It's weird, but that's fine. So yeah, that was something. And some of the other things like materia actors and stuff, I was like, that's just weird.
What?
But yeah, so I had a good week. Shall we move on to our next section, Tabletop Book Club?
Yes, let's what I've been going through. While I've been trying to get my hearing back, I've been rereading some other. What I've been rereading was the birthday present I got last year. So I'm just going to go find it. I've got the October 1993 version of White Dwarf.
Oh wow!
That Mitchell's managed to find on eBay for me. Just show you what was new in that edition. Go find it. So the main thing is it's the. I'm not sure if they were introduced before, but there's the first time you see Tyranid warriors show up is in this. This in that edition.
Oh, nice.
So that's dated a little bit. What's we got? Oh dear, you got me boots all the time. Um, for the moment. Right, what have you got while I try and find it? Because it's having a moment.
Do you want to know something funny?
I would love to do something funny. Yes.
I also picked out a white dwarf for this one.
Oh, that's fun. So
It's
which?
actually this month's one because
Yeah.
it's this month's
Nice.
one, issue 516, because it's officially 10 years of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. 2-0 fanfare.
Well, that. Bye.
Am I still vaguely upset that they canned classic fantasy for this? Slightly. But it's been 10 years and here we are. This issue actually gives the full recap of the story so far, which is quite nice. And yeah. And some Halloween themed Blood Bowl team, which looks pretty cool. And
that's cool.
I love the images in. I do still like the images in. Yeah, the White Dwarf stuff, particularly the big battle scenes they tend to do. So they got this section which is part 6 of the story, and there is just a massive battle scene with a whole bunch of Stormcast Eternals and some Skaven lads, around, sort of having sort of surrounded them a bit. Sort of big battle scene. It looks really cool, and it looks kind of it's got that gothic kind of filter and vibe, and all the miniatures are in actually good positions, and the terrain is on point. And it's just a wonderful. I would say, I guess, piece of art would make sense, even though it's not like a drawn artwork. But I guess it is. The layout of everything is a piece of art. Yeah.
If a banana duct tape, like sellotaped to a wall, it's worth the thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Say it counts.
But yeah, I mean, oh man, it's just looking at all these cool battle scenes. Oh, just so beautiful.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's have a look at what you got. Oh, you like this one? So this is the 1923. There were obviously some games, some specialist games that you don't really see much anymore. They're all quite enforced here. Like Man of War. It was all like naval combat. Which was pretty fun. Oh, this is the issue where it was about to be released. The second supplement for it was about to be released. That's fun. Let's have a look. Was new in October 1993. Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm just reading something.
No, everybody, yeah. The Screaming Bell was brand new with a painting guide immediately after. Something called the Stormblade, which was. This is back in. So this is pre Warhammer 40,000. Apparently, it was called Space Marine at the time. And new dwarfs and gobos.
Oh
wow! So do special characters. So what's be funny actually, because you're familiar with modern Skaven.
Yeah.
So what did the Screaming Bell used to do? 200 points of Screaming Bell at the time. Oh, that's funny.
Jeez.
That's really funny. It has I don't know the modern one, but this original Screaming Bell has a table. It's supposed to be a D20 rule.
What?
Yep. It's got a screaming bell table all of its own. Also, the bell can dispel magic on a 4+. That's weird. Don't know if they kept that for the rules.
Nice.
Let's have a look. That's some really funny ones. Oh, that's bad. If you roll a 7, it's just everything in 36 inches of the bell must take a panic test. Wait, friend or foe? Oh God, that's awful. Let's have a look. 8 to 9, it just makes a random attack. That's fun.
Nice.
Equals frenzy. If you roll high enough, it actually gets something good, like causes everything to become afraid of Skaven within 12 inches.
Giggle.
Okay, but if you roll too high, True Haven's fashion, it goes really horribly wrong. 18+. All models in 3D into the bell take a strength 3 hit, and the bell just destroys itself.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's just pure chaos. I don't quite like that. Okay, so the Stormblade was for Space Marine, so the 10mm game. So it gets to be called Epic, if you know what Epic scale is.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny was how few of the names have actually changed. Still got battle cannon, bolters, hunter killer missiles. So this would be second edition, first edition, second edition even. Wow, look at that set. Yeah, it's just big splash page in here for the new Space Marine box, which is this just 10mm, looks like Eldar versus Space Marines.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely cardboard buildings you assemble. Oh, blast templates, tokens, whole thing. I do. That's a good sell. Quite like that. Or Sea of Blood. What, they were new this? That's really funny. Oh, also, as of 1993, has its ground of a new store for September apparently. So, I do kind of think I miss when they do stuff like that. They would just like announce local stuff. It doesn't do that much in the newer editions. Also new units. The Squig Hoppers were kind of new this edition.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Squiggy lads.
What do they do differently? They move randomly, so that might still be the same. Okay. Oh, they hit automatically if they bounce on stuff. It's fun. And the flame cannon, the gyrocopter as well was produced that month.
Oh wow, that's the first gyrocopter, or like, oh nice.
Yeah, the first gyrocopter. It does look really different to the one I'm thinking of. Oh, and they introduced new characters. Okay, so introduced King Cazador and the Slayer King. So some old-timer models I remember quite fondly being interesting. The classing with dwarves with big helmets. That was a thing with old school Warhammer. Just everyone had giant helmets. Although the dwarves were very good. The elves, I think, did it slightly better though. They just went all heights. The dwarves put wings on their helmets for some reason. Wings and horns. The dwarf way of doing it.
As you do.
Yeah. Oh. Just if you want to Google it, look up Ungrim Iron Fist Slayer King. He's got a really cool cloak. It's sort of got like the dragon head attached to the cloak still. I think that's really cool. What does Slayer Crown do? Okay. It's got a load of runes. Did you ever play like old Warhammer editions where the dwarves had like the rune options? I think you said you played later editions, didn't you?
I think when I started was when they were just starting to phase out the rune editions for dwarves. I think.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, basically dwarf. There's quite a few armies that had like rules you could customize a unit a little bit. For the dwarves, they didn't really get spellcasters. But they had like a magical anvil that would cast some spells. And the other they had runic magic, which was apparently deemed fine. So basically, you could have like any character could have runes on their axe or armor or whatever. It would just make it slightly better at stuff. Also, this is the release of Bugman's Brewers back when they had Regiments of Renown.
Oh,
so that's really cool. Like this feels like it's half catalog. Oh, the Chaos Dwarves and the Earthshaker Cannon. If you like giant hats and giant mustaches, look up Chaos Dwarves. They are kind of amazing. Absolutely fantastic stuff. The whole story in here just introduced the Tyranid warriors,
interesting.
but the goofy giraffe ones. So I feel like the story might oversell them a little bit, but that is. See, just reading this now, imagining like if I was like 12, 13 at the time, thinking this would be the coolest stuff ever. I would so buy this stuff. And once we got right in the back, advertising the Space Wolf Wolf Guard Terminators.
Nice.
It doesn't say if they're new or not.
So I think the advertised thing in this one was what is it? The Warhammer. It's where the blinking hell is it? Ah, yes, the Saturnine Terminators.
Oh my god, yeah, the ones, the giant shoulder pads.
Yeah, the 80s looking shoulder pads looking lads. Wow. And because the whole painting guide on them for various different factions, which is nice.
Fantastic.
We've got
nothing I'm gonna
Imperial Fists, Iron Warriors, Salamanders, Word Bearers, White Scars, obviously the Smurfs. I like how the Smurfs are not the first one mentioned. That's nice. Nice change of pace.
I think they're learning that people are getting kind of fed up with them.
Yeah, Iron Hands, World Eaters, Dark Angels, Alpha Legion.
Is that right?
Thousand Suns.
Notice something in the back. It must be Horus Heresy, so they would have had access to it.
But it's just nice that Alpha Legion actually gets a mention instead of just Ultra Smurfs.
Yeah.
I will say though, as much as I'm not a massive Ultra Smurf stan, them using white as an accent color on the Ultra Smurf, the shoulders for this one really does make the model pop a lot more.
There'll be first company colors. That's blue and white.
Yeah, so I just think that's actually really interesting. Actually, having it just breaks up the model a bit more, adds a bit more, makes the shoulders pop. Whereas the Iron Hands
it's funny you don't really see.
The Iron Hands one looks really cool because it's this kind of, but it's a lot more subtle. So you've got obviously sort of lighter metal on darker metal. So at first glance, it looks quite plain, but when you really look into it, you really see the intricacies, particularly all the various sort of different white symbols on it.
Something I do you don't see much in the way people paint Space Marines. If you've had a look at any of the old codexes, they would have a whole bit on like armor colors, and like basically every company would have its own, like, the rim of the pauldron would be a different color.
Yeah.
Like more often than not, it's just plain gold now. Like before, you'd see Ultramarines, but there might have a nice, like, might have like green on the pauldron, so it'd be like, I think that's third or fourth company. I forget all of them top of my head. Before it was gold, it was blue and yellow for Ultramarine second company. Well, you're gonna like this as well. I'm really tempted to call it, but it won't go anywhere. There is a mail order number in the back.
Oh wow!
For Man of War, Sea of Blood, and the previous set.
Oh.
I can't recall it. Just wait. Okay, so I can call 9 to 6:30 Monday, Friday, or 9 to 1 on the Saturdays. I want to know if there's just one person on that line.
Imagine if it gets like rerouted
Just
to actual like current Warhammer world or something.
that would be so funny. Yeah, I want to buy Man of War from 1993.
So I think
What's our
I
price
think we
guide
might
in the back?
I think we might have like a couple boxes in the back. So okay, then. Interesting.
Oh, you, you know what, have it? We kind of forgot we had this. Oh, this would be fun. It's got a price list in the back
Oh wow.
of everything advertised in the magazine. Okay, so oh, Battle Magic. Hang on. No, that's Chaos Magic. I've got the second set. Um,
Ah.
so Goblin Squig Hoppers £3 each. Oh, Hobgoblins are £1 each. That's really fun.
Oh, you could buy them by the model?
Apparently, you could.
Wow,
Joseph,
jeez.
well, get this: Joseph Bugman for £2.50.
That is insanely good. What?
Right?
Wow, imagine remember when Games Workshop used to be a smaller, more independent company?
I think they were still in Citadel at this point, but pricing you can. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so now that the massive Space Marine box, the big everything in it box, £30. That's the
Jeez.
mega set as well. Yeah. Okay. Look. Okay. That's the most expensive thing they're selling in this one as well. That's really funny. Um, Horus Heresy, 14.99.
Wow.
Yeah. I want these prices back. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, what else have we got? Chaos Dwarfs, 135 each for the standard axe ones. That's great.
I want to
Oh,
go back to
you're gonna like this one.
1993.
Some time travel for this. The Screaming Bell, £15. It's over 50 now. I'm guaranteeing you, it's over 50.
Yeah.
And right in the back, nice big sideways spread of classic second edition Space Marines and Orcs. The lovely monopose miniatures, and that is one hell of a truck.
Unlocks me a
Or a
good
battle
truck.
wagon. It's a bit. I don't know. It's a big vehicle. I think it's a battle wagon, but
Yeah.
it just looks so right. I noticed that one thing you can tell is it's second edition or not. They've got like the weird tennis ball plants that look sort of cactus shaped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a trip down what was new in October 1993 for Warhammer. Yeah. So what we got next?
So actually, I've not quite finished this magazine. So there's a couple interesting things
sorry,
in this.
carry on.
So there's. Have you ever heard of White Dwarf Bunker?
Yes.
So I've only just discovered this, but apparently there's like some sort of weird thing where you can gain points and stuff, and I think that's adorable. Man, I want to get to becoming a corporal at least. Maybe I should start working on this. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
That'd be quite funny. Did it say what you get for the points as well?
So it's just rankings basically. So troopers 0 to 9, 10 to 24 corporal, 25 to 44 sergeant, 45 to 74 lieutenant, captain 75 to 34, major 135 to 240, 24 colonel 225 to 344, castellan to 345 plus. Interesting. I I don't know what you would get out of it other than bragging rights, and maybe, you know, if you're a high point person, maybe some of your stuff would appear in a copy of the magazine. Maybe, possibly that would be interesting. Maybe I should paint. Maybe I should like paint some goose marines just to really be annoying and get them in the next issue of the magazine. Funny. Another cool thing is they're doing this like Space Marine mission scenario thing, which seems to be like single player scenarios based on the video game, the new one.
Oh,
with
that's
like
fun.
spawn situations for the Tyranids, and there's cards as well with different threat levels. So I might try and even pick up some of the old ones, because I mean I don't have any Tyranids, but it might convince me to go get some Tyranids.
I've got the latest
Yeah.
army.
Like in
Box,
this,
the
apparently
one
this
first,
one is the first scenario that features a hive tyrant, and it literally has a
Oh, God.
two-sided card like a boss. So once you've beat stage 1, it turns into stage 2, which is
Nice.
awesome. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. And it's all in like card at the back, so you can pop out the cards and everything in the scenario, which is rather nice.
Oh, that sounds like the video game guide for Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
Oh,
It's just got all the enemy information on the back on cards for some of them, which is really
wow.
neat.
But I'm looking at the back cover, and I'm looking at this Stormcast Eternal Dragon. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it. Stormcast Eternal Dragon. Because I shit you not, this looks like a very Spyro the Dragon looking dragon. If
Well,
that makes any sense. Oh, his name
like
is
original or
Crondes. His name
remake?
is Crondes. Original Spyro. Kind of
Okay,
looks
cool.
a bit like that. Yeah, his name is Crondes apparently. Crondes nuts. I guess he's a relatively new miniature, which is probably why he's on the back cover.
Oh, Prondies. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, he is.
He really does look like a. He looks like he was encased in crystal, and then Spyro released him.
He looks like he's not sure if he should stand or not.
Yeah, like, is this a formal function? Am I a bit underdressed for this?
Like, he doesn't know what he's doing with his hands there.
Yeah.
In that pose.
He looks like he's about to say press square to use the charge attack. Like, thanks, dude.
Thank you, Spyro. I think
It's like I
Why
had to
do you
use the charge attack to get here, right? In classic Spyro fashion, some of the fucking tutorial tips and some of the dragons are just like, yeah, I needed to use that ability to get here. I think I know what it does. But yes, that was issue 516. I haven't gone into too much detail on it, mostly because I don't want to get nuked from orbit from Games Workshop themselves for spoiling too much magazine. But I will say it has been it has been really refreshing to open up a Warhammer magazine for the first time in ages and just gawk at some of the army list setups with sort of annotations and just cool shit. Like there's one which is sort of chaos, fantasy chaos and Skaven side by side, and I'm like, yes, it looks thematic and cool.
Now, on the side for like 1 minute, do you remember the first White Dwarf issue you ever read?
Oh,
Do you still have it?
Probably somewhere. I should look through my old stuff and see if I can find it. It might still be in. It might still be in the west. It might still be in East Anglia for all I'm blinking though.
I know I still have mine. Once it was 305. We got the exact number, but it was basically a massive Tyranid battle report in it. That was like the main thing.
The first time I went up to see my folks, I got given my White Dwarf magazine, and I think
I don't know there's a PDF of it. That'd be amazing.
But yeah, I think you have my old my old White Dwarf magazines.
I do have quite a few. Yes, so adopted those, didn't I? Good stuff in there. No, 306 was the one I got first. I remember it. Yeah, it's a massive. There's a massive Tyranid battle report in it that I remember being really, really good. And in the back, because they used to have Warhammer Fantasy stuff in there all the time, they had, if you're familiar with Luthor Harkon.
Yeah.
They had rules for him, and custom units for the zombie pirate army. The really weird ones. There was a giant cannon. It's been called like something Bess and deck droppers. So they were giant bats carrying zombie pirates, and I remember them being really funny. Yeah.
Trying to remember which one I got first. I can't actually remember, but I know it was just about in the era where they had just started with the, I guess, white background era, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah,
It was around
I'm
about that
familiar with that.
era.
I'll just find them. I'm not here. Here's the ones I remember. They just dropped the deck droppers. They're just a funny unit.
Because I started collecting just after the Island of Blood. So it must have been like 370, 371 when I started. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. What you got next? Sorry.
So
Um,
critical fumble.
we got fumble. Where do I start? I'm getting a lot more material for this lately.
Oh
It's been hard to
no.
pick. Yeah. I suppose the obvious one in tabletop land has been Magic the Gathering based because there's been a big pushback again. Well, doing some politically driven stuff again. I think it's more trans stuff, and
Yeah.
people are going, "We don't care.
Hmm.
Stop doing that."
They do it like a yearly charity thing, and this time it's that. I think before it was Extra Life around about
Oh,
this time of year, I think. Yeah, and now it's like it's also weird because they decided that the promo cards for this, well, the Secret Rare List era would be Universe Beyond Play-Doh.
what?
I am not joking.
Didn't no, I believe you. But do they have the rights to Play-Doh or something? When did that happen?
Doesn't Hasbro own Play-Doh? Yeah, Hasbro owns Play-Doh. So I guess they do have the rights, just automatically.
What cards could they possibly have bought in for the Play-Doh set?
MTG Play-Doh. I will show you.
God.
And I can go to the... let me see if I can get a better image than the official image, because... one of which you might actually be you'd kind of giggle at. It's a dinosaur.
That's cool. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, so they actually look kind of cool. It's just like really weird that they decided to make card artwork out of Play-Doh. It really does work, I guess, because they got professionals doing it. But it's also just like, huh? What? Why
Just imagine how many
Play-Doh?
hours. Imagine how many hours they spent
Yeah,
adjusting every little inch of that, like the
yeah,
Wallace and Gromit team.
yeah. This one's kind of crazy. It's Worm Coil Engine.
No, the Polyraptor is actually quite a decent card. Heavy cost
Oh
though.
yeah, Polyraptor's amazing. It's just
Oh, Death Touch and Lifelink. That's just
yeah, Worm
mean.
Coil Engine
I
is
don't like that.
famously good card, but it's just the art for this. That must have. This feels like complicated even for Play-Doh standards. You've got many different colors. You've got intricate teeth. You've got textured lips.
Yeah. It reminds me of actually. I don't know if you might have seen. There's a horror film called Mad God. This
Yes.
is reminded me very much of that.
Ooh. And then that's the other. This is the least I think good one artwork wise. Like what's even happening here? That it's too the lighting makes these kind of hard to see. I feel like
Yes, also.
that is a badger. That is a nose, not a mouth. Turns out.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, I like that one. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like
Star. What?
yes, it's
Oh, right, number of lands.
yeah,
Right. Okay,
yeah.
makes sense. Hey,
Yeah.
another thing I literally just found. But this one's quite funny. So after then it might be not kicked out of Eurovision or voted out of Eurovision. Which you'd think, yeah, why? Where's Israel in Europe?
Yeah.
Probably it's due to politics. Probably it's due to politics. But my first thought was,
It's
but
not even
yeah,
in Europe.
same with Australia. It's a different continent. Why are they in Eurovision?
Eurovision, yeah, like, huh?
Europe's a big place. We're not exactly like running out of countries that could be involved in it.
Yeah.
But I will say though, if you want to have a really good night and listen to some terrible music, just watch Eurovision with a scorecard. Did it this year. Did it this year. It was amazing.
Eurovision
And
bingo.
what you find is the ones you like are the ones that are actually god awful, but at least they're catchy. And the one that actually wins is the one you never actually like.
Yeah. It's never like they never win off their own merit. They always win off like political point scoring.
Or
Like,
one will get loads of points, and everyone votes for that one all of a sudden.
yeah.
You find a lot of that.
Like I would like legitimately be more interested in Eurovision if it felt like an actual competition.
Yes, it's not actually a song. You don't actually vote it based off the songs, which is just as well because they're awful. I'm gonna try to find there's a list of rules for Eurovision. Actually, I think some of them are really funny. Try and see if we can get the full list.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. Okay. Huh? Okay, let's go. This is from the official list.
Uh-huh.
I just want to confirm there's no weird ones. Yeah. Let's have a look. Come on. The rules. Entry requirements. Perfect. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, that's fine. Maximum duration 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, but the backing that's weird. No auto-tune or pitch correction. I actually like that one.
That's actually a good rule.
Here's what I wanted to confirm. Okay. Plugging instruments to play live on stage shall not be allowed.
What? What do you mean?
Yes. Yeah. No plugged-in instruments are allowed. So if you've ever seen what appears to be an electric guitar in a performance at Eurovision, it is not playing live.
Oh my goodness! Oh no!
And here's another here's another funny one. No on-stage contestants, whether lead singer or dancer, will be allowed to lip sync in such a way as to give the impression that they are singing when they're actually not.
What?
I kind of get that's quite funny. Imagine a little bit of that, right? For the backup dancers, right? That's not that egregious, surely, right? I just had to check because I've heard rumors that the instruments thing rule is a real rule. So no electric instruments are allowed in Eurovision. But if you see one, they're not actually playing.
So you've got to like send them a recording ahead of time.
Yes, they have to, I guess. Use the one for the music video that they have to put out. Now the thing that always gets me up watching it now is that this year we did not do very well, which is par for the course.
Yeah,
because they vote on politics. But we actually put forward a decent song.
That is surprising.
But, like it wasn't amazing. It was very Broadway, but it was a solid song that people could listen to outside of Eurovision. And now I'm worried because now I've had now I've had a good song to put forward. We're gonna have like 5 years of why did we even think of putting this forward?
Terrible, yeah.
Now I've cursed it because everything after is gonna be awful now going forward. I'm gonna call it. So I'll be voting for like Estonia or something. There's always like one Slavic country that puts out like, hang on, this is really good. And it will never win because it's not a ballad. They love their ballads in Eurovision. Even if they're really, really boring.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got like EDM acts that everyone thinks are terrible. Yeah, they're pretty bad, but at least they're fun. But that again, that will never win.
So
Yeah.
my critical
Yes, what
fumble
you've
for
done.
the week is also magic themed.
Oh,
Because
sweet.
the results are in. Spider-Man is not selling very well,
Oh,
to the surprise of somebody.
that is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah.
You see that print money.
And the critical fumble is weirdly not on Wizards, but on the scalpers that bought loads of the set, thinking to sell it at higher prices, and you
Okay,
can
yeah.
now buy Spider-Man booster boxes for less than they originally retailed for. And so this is a critical
Okay with
fumble
that.
that I'm actually happy with. Yeah. Scalpers get an L. I am very happy. As someone who actually wants to play the damn game, I'm happy with this.
Surely the problem with the Spider-Man set is the Spider-Man share a lot of the same rules.
Yes,
There's not much variety.
yeah, that's a big part of it. And also, just like I feel like people are just getting fatigued from all the Universe Beyond stuff. It's like a yuck and yum
Yes.
thing. And also, Marvel is one of those ones where you're spoilt for choice when it comes to card games to do with Marvel, because you've got Marvel Snap, you've got Marvel Champions, you've got all the Marvel.
Technically now.
I guess if they're gonna add Marvel stuff into it, I haven't seen that happen yet. But like, there is no shortage of Spider-Man product in cardboard rectangle form. Whereas Final Fantasy, I mean, it did have its own TCG, but the TCG wasn't popular, I guess, as popular as it would like to be. Like, some of the things were just like, okay, sure. But Spider-Man, I think, has really felt the brunt of just two. Spider-Man has felt the brunt of its own success. There is that much Spider-Man merch, just in general.
Too much Spider-Man merch.
Yeah, that people just kind of don't care. And the people who are Magic players, because the set isn't that great mechanically, there's nothing too powerful in it, they also don't care. And so, but even so, I am glad that scalpers took a chance on it and get absolutely tremendously fucked, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Big
Which scalpers do you think are the worst? Like for which franchise?
Wizards is particularly egregious. I feel like the Pokemon scalpers are worse though, right? Like particularly for card games, because like they were actually like fighting over product. Like I've seen videos, and it's just like, bro, what the heck? To the point where like Pokemon have actually had to like do official statements and things like this. Okay, people can only buy one copy of this thing in a store, or so many packs, or they have like the vending machines which prevent people from buying too much, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, because it's that much of a problem. And some stores have like been they've been locking up the Pokemon product, or just not selling it anymore because of scalpers, assholes.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you on that one, because with like Magic the Gathering, at least, typically the average age of the players, like honestly, 30 like plus, if I'm honest, or late 20s plus. But with Pokemon, the core audience, we're talking under 18.
Yeah. So it's kids that suffer as well, and I find
you've got little Timmy who's played the most recent Pokemon game. It's like, oh, that's cool. Let's play the card game. And some like 40-year-olds bought all the cards at his local shop.
And it's like, generally there's a difference between the two. So Magic scalpers tend to be more sensible They tend to be more sort of investor-looking types, and yeah, just other than the fact they're annoying asshole scalper, they're probably much less annoying of a person. Whereas the kind of scalpers that scalp for Pokemon products are like the stereotypical man-child.
Yeah, I give you that. Magic has a weird fan base.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I'm glad when scalpers post their L's. That's my topic. So
I've seen some great ones. Yeah.
on to our homebrew of the week.
The week?
What have you cooked up
Yes.
on the brewing sheet?
I think it was desert culture, wasn't it?
Yes.
I've taken a leaf from your book this week, because you did a really good, like mini booklet thing. Now I want to try and get in on that and do like a small. Did a series of random encounters.
Nice.
Because I've been going through official modules and think which ones do I want to run, and I want to give myself as little extra work as possible, because sometimes I find the base encounters a bit boring.
Yes.
I've decided, you know what, I'm gonna do some random tables and do a little booklet on it to make this more fun. So I've got a random creature encounter one, and I've also got a random scenario encounter of people you might run into.
Hey.
Some of these I have imported from previous things, because I think that's just too cool. But although one of them are original or at least new profiles. So to most perspective, do you have a D6 with you or nearby?
Probably.
We can do it a little bit live.
Hang on a minute. Where's my dice set? I've got some in my cabinet somewhere. Where is it? I must have
Don't
one
roll a 5 on pencil.
Oh, bollocks, where is it? Hang on. I know I've got one somewhere. 1 second. Oh, BRB. I've got my D6 of disappointment.
Oh, perfect. Just give it a roll and try and under 5.
1.
Perfect. Dune Hog would randomly appear. I was going to go with geography, but I couldn't quite make that quite as compelling. I had to go at it though. So the Dune Hog, what was it? It was the Echidna-like thing, if I remember this rightly when I wrote it. Yep. There we go. Yeah, Echidna-like things, sort of walk on the knuckles, big.
Oh, that's interesting.
Claws, CR half, 14 hit points, spiky skin. Yeah, so the way it actually works is, I like the idea of anti-grapple monsters, and this was designed to be a low-level one of them. So if you try and grapple them, you take 1d6 piercing damage. Start of your turn, you're still grappling it, you take 1d6 piercing damage.
Interesting.
Roll. Just for sake of time, give it another roll. Don't land on a 5. I'll go up or down otherwise.
3.
3. Great. Let's have a look. Cool. Fair enough. Oh, this is a fun one. Where is it? Crystal Wyvern. There we are. Yeah. So I wanted to do a dragon for this. That's not. But I like to do something that's not a true dragon, because we have a lot of true dragons. So I did come up with this for a Crystal Wyvern. So it's sort of like more of a bird-like wyvern. You did model up the base stats of a wyvern. And so their pinions are sort of crystalline, so they can basically take in sunlight and use it. So that's sort of their breath weapon to stand in.
Nice.
So it'll be really cool. They fight like blue dragons. So basically they prefer not to get close. They'd much rather fly around, shoot at you. If that doesn't work, they'll come back later. So they're really annoying. Only 13 AC, but they have a whole load of resistant to conditions. Can't be blinded, can't be poisoned. Immune to lightning, poison, and thunder, and resistant to piercing and radiant.
Fair.
So they got a lot going on there. To make it more boss-like, I gave this ability that so when they're reduced to half the hit points or less, they get their breath weapon back.
Nice.
I think that's just another bit of narrative flair. The main thing is they're obviously crystalline. So when they take radiant damage, they can use a reaction to basically give off 15 feet of blinding light.
Ooh.
So it's a Dex, so 15 D15 Dex save, or be blinded till the end of its next turn, and it regains use of its breath weapon. So if you try and smite it, you can run the risk of accidentally giving its breath weapon back, and at that point it would presumably run off and fly away.
Yeah.
If it takes thunder damage, different effect entirely. 15-foot spear of force. Everything in range takes 2d8 force damage and is knocked prone. Half damage and not prone on a save. So basically, it's got crowd control that is reaction based, which I thought a lot. That's where dragons fall down a lot of the time. If they're solo encounters, they get grounded or they land and then they get surrounded and hacked to death. So how do I get around them? Their actual breath weapon, they have a searing ray, which is DC 14 con save. It's a line, 3d6 fire, 3d6 radiant.
Yeah.
Or a searing wave, which is sort of like a radius one they can call in. Just 2d6 fire, 2d6 radiant. It blinds and hurts stuff. You can just add these ideas. As for actual encounters, particularly non-fatal ones, there is one more. Roll me a d6.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what you roll this time. So this is all fresh.
2.
You would discover a party of religious scholars or zealots on pilgrimage to some sort of holy site.
Oh no, they're going to the Bent Pyramid.
Everyone's going to the Bent Pyramid. Other things are merchant caravans, deserter soldiers. We're playing a lot of Mountain Blade later. That's been on the brain. A rebel leader and the bodyguard. So it could be like a dispossessed lord or something. A injured slave and tattered rags limping along. This could be a nice heroic potential encounter. Or here's one: two or more monks sparring in the desert sun. So we'd probably lead right into somebody didn't roll on the table. A dust wraith, which was designed to be a little bit of Dark Sun inspired in this one. There we are. Come on. Nope. Go on. Where's the dust wraith? There it is. So basically, it's what happens when. So basically, there's an order called the Order of Silt. There we are. There we are. And basically, they swear an oath that rather than die, if they live long enough, they commit themselves to become weird salt wraiths.
Okay.
But basically, rather than die, they are pretty much sworn to service for eternity, as a sort of ghostly apparition. So they have, let's have a look. Yeah, 36 hit points. CR1. Blind sight, tremor sense. They don't really have eyes as such. They sort of fight like monks, but because they're made of dust and salt and stuff, they have this nasty effect. So if they take bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, there's a burst of salt from 5 foot. They take 1d6 piercing damage. Both they're anti-melee, but they do melee. Additionally, if they hurt by that, they have to pass a con save, DC16, or only recover half the usual amounts of hit points from spells, powers, and items.
Ooh.
Based this on I think it was the Silt Golem from Dark Sun. But basically, it makes healing difficult, which makes sense because you get insult on a wound.
Yeah.
Obviously, get the Sand Walk, and they can move they can move through small spaces and through other creatures, dealing piercing damage. So they can attack by walking through stuff. Otherwise, they just a basic slam with the Salt property, which basically means if they hit, you recover less hit points.
These?
Until you take.
Till you what?
Yeah. So you can take an action to just wipe the salt off, but while it's there, you only recover half the usual hit points you would from any sort of spell, power, or item.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's an annoying encounter that's not necessarily fatal. So yeah, what have you come up with for this
So
week?
I lent more into the culture side of desert culture, which was our wheel spin,
Very good.
and I made some feats for 5th edition.
Oh,
So we've got Dune Forager, which just gives you advantage on survival checks when looking for food in desert terrain. Because like there is actually food and stuff available in the desert. It's like the Sherpas, if you actually know where to look, you can find the nourishment out there. It's just buried under the sand usually.
or sparse or something.
Yeah. There's Bazaar Regular, which kind of goes into sort of the Middle Eastern culture of +1 to +1 to persuasion checks, made to negotiate sale prices for each rank in the skill, max 3. Because it's rude not to haggle in those cultures, so you will.
Yes, expectation, bizarrely.
Yeah. And the idea with these is that you could get them with the standard ability score adjustment feat instead, or you could just get them by just living in it or being an adventurer in an area for long enough that you just learn these things. Because again, it's like immersing yourself in the culture so that you gain these abilities because you're now immersed in the culture, you understand things better. The next one would probably is probably more of a thing that you'd actually have to train, which is called Fursan training. While mounted and using a scimitar, you gain the following action: multi-attack, make 2 scimitar attacks on the same target. When you use this ability more than 10 times within an hour, you gain a level of exhaustion, or you take a level of exhaustion. This is based on sort of Middle Eastern combat tactics, which is exactly why the scimitar was designed in such a way. It's curved in that way so that you can swing it quickly whilst mounted.
Oh,
and
that way didn't know that.
Yeah, and apparently, it's weird that in 5th edition there is no specific rule for scimitars like there is for using lances while mounted. So I thought, actually, that would be a cool thing to learn, wouldn't it? How to attack quickly while on a horse or mount using a scimitar.
Or light weapons.
Yeah.
You could argue for them either. Okay.
AKA, what the... AKA, letting the scimitar do what it was used for, attack quickly while mounted.
I'd give it something specific so it's better, so it's worth taking over a short sword or something.
Yeah, but not too powerful that you think, oh, this is broken. It's like, you've got to be careful not to, use it too much because it will tire you out.
It always seemed weird to me that the scimitar is over 2 times more expensive than the short sword, for no obvious benefit.
Yeah. So there's that, and then there's the last one, which I was inspired by a conversation I had with my colleague Michael. So we were talking about being in, because we were talking just yesterday. We was talking to some guy because he was asking where Corporation Street was, and after giving directions, we chatted for a bit with this guy, and he was asking, "Oh, how's Jordan like?" And he's, "Oh, it's great. I imagine the desert's quite hot and the weather." He's like, "Yeah." It's like, how do you navigate in the desert? It's like, well, eventually, if you walk around the desert long enough, you learn to tell one rock from another. If as strange as that sounds, and I thought, actually, that sounds like an idea for a feat. And so we have Geological Navigator. When in a desert environment, you gain advantage to survival checks made when navigating to places you have already been. Now, this does sound a bit niche, but gaining survival advantage in an environment is like a desert would just be really good anyway. Because, you can learn to tell one rock from another. Because, that when there's a lot of emptiness, you learn to look for the smallest details.
Yes. Okay.
But and I might, again, much like the other things, I might add to this little mini booklet as I go along when I think of more stuff. But I thought 4 was good to start with.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's nice to have feats and traits that are sort of regional specific or just a bit more niche and interesting. Yeah.
Like, so that last one reminds me of. I'll try and find the name of it. There's a patch of jungle in real life, where I think they call it the Devil's Grove or something.
Uh-huh.
Because people over there apparently see things and claim it's the devil. Um, it's basically a patch of jungle where, for some reason, only one type of plant grows.
Oh, that is strange.
Yeah, it's I think what makes it confusing is why people claim to see things is it's arguably because everything looks the same. So your brain literally either hallucinates out of sheer boredom, and basically it makes it impossible to navigate.
That is creepy.
I know. I'll try and find the name of it because I know it's a real. I know it's a real. I'm not sure why that phenomena happens. But I just know that it is a real. There's a real place like that.
Yeah.
They're moving on. I'll go looking for it while we carry on, I guess.
Yes. Shall we? I was going to say, shall we spin the wheel for the next one before we forget?
That's absolutely. We probably should do that after we do the wheel. It's probably a good place for it, and for some reason it never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, what you got?
Drum roll.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's good off the wheel. It's Strixhaven.
Oh, okay. Well, that should be interesting. Fixing Strixhaven. That's going to be a fun one.
Well, Strixhaven related. Oh, that's fun.
I think I already know what to do with that one, I think. Okay. So, closing thoughts then, I guess. We're almost done with our time today.
Yes. I do have some interesting news actually. Yeah.
Oh.
So, I've been reliably informed by acquaintance. You know, I think a few times in this podcast I've mentioned doing doing some of the event talks and bits, mentioned working with the guy who plays Perry the Bull.
Yes.
Apparently, the charity that uses the likeness and character is dismantling.
Oh
So,
no.
apparently the Perry the Bull character is being retired.
Oh.
And just weirdly sad.
The loss of a
Yeah,
rival.
that's.
Oh.
Oh yeah, only met the character like 3 times, but tripped him one time by mistake. So
Yes.
I guess that's committed to some sort of local history book somewhere.
Maybe they'll put the suit in like the museum or something.
Oh, they would, wouldn't the Commonwealth? You know what? They do have an exhibit in the Birmingham Museum, the free one. And they do have 2022 celebration stuff in there, so it wouldn't surprise me. And there's also statues around Sutton, if you've seen them. Perry the Bull, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's some.
Bless. End of an era, huh? End of an era.
The world.
So I guess my closing thought is: have you heard the Xbox? I guess this should have been in Critical Rumble, but Critical Rumble, that the Xbox Game Pass is going up for some reason, and it's not even going up by a little bit, which is annoying.
£30, wasn't it?
No, that's dollars. It's going up to £22 from 15. So like £7 up each month. I'm like, youch. So I think a lot of people are going to be ending their subscriptions or going down tiers. Yep. So I think they've just shot themselves in the foot on that front. But also just like, what are they? If they're going to be charging that much more for it, they better be offering more than they used to actually in the actual thing itself. You'd think.
Well, you'd think you pay for more stuff, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this month whether it's worth keeping my subscription up at the same level for my my regular other streaming. Is it worth it?
Yeah. Well, how much you used to get out of it?
Well, less at the moment because I've been very busy with other things. But usually I get quite a bit of use out of it, to be fair, because I get to play things like Oblivion Remastered on day one, streamed to their server, so I don't have to worry about the power of my own console, which is nice. Sort of cloud gaming. But it does help with streaming and stuff like that. But it's just like, yeah. Anyway, next week I hopefully should have Tall Geese painted and maybe some of my other mechs, so I'll have more to talk about then. So until next time, folks, unless you have something else.
No, it's gone. There was a thought it might off somewhere. No.
Let's think about raiding out.
Oh no, I just remembered.
Oh,
just remembered. You spoke. They said call it Critical Rumble.
Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah,
that's a really like Germa did some wrestling streams for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Critical Rumble could be a good name for a bit there.
Yes.
Make characters based on stuff we've mentioned in Critical Fumble or something. I don't know how that would work yet, but the concept there.
Yes, right. Let's everybody get into the everyone get in the truck. We're going raiding. Get in the truck. As we regale you with the sounds of the outro. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we will see you guys in the next Byzantian Brewscast next week, hopefully.
This episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, see you guys soon, and don't forget to paint your tactical rocks. This is goodbye from Chaotic, and it's goodbye from Byzantian Dev as well. Bye-bye! Oh, that was good.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you know how to make emotes?
Yes.
Because we could probably have an emote for raiding.
Thanks for the raid. Welcome to Raiders. I'm Maple. I'm currently playing Kaizo Ironmon. Hope your stream went well.
Guys have a truck.
To be fair, I've been using Goose Run at the moment.
Welcome in. I'm Maple. I play Kaizo
That works too.
Ironmon,
That works too.
Pokemon challenge, that kind of stuff. And
if I get more emote slots, I might think about adding a truck.
Yeah, welcome in. Hope your talk show went well.
Just for raiding, it'd be quite funny. Or anything orc related, it works too.
Okay, that one was Bisp, right?
Right, yeah. Cool. So I might be around Thursday. I'm gonna have to book an appointment to get this stupid earwax cleaned out, because otherwise it's not. I've tried every drop I could find. It's not going away. So gonna have to have it ear vacuumed whenever that's available.
Yikes.
Oh well.
Oh no.
But I tried stuff.
Yeah, hopefully see you Thursday, hopefully.
Yeah, I should be around Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah, see you soon.
See you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Never mind. Who let him? Who let him cook? Let's see. All right, Jeff. 8 hours stuck in the lab. 8 hours of lab. 8 hours of lab. We love 8 hours of lab. Ultra Ball, Bellsprout, ground. Oh my god, this plant's gonna have to really hold up. Stinky. Stinky laddie. Stinky law, what's that?